Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying a couple different things and I'm here to talk to you guys about me joining B School. Yes, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Dr. Norma Reyes and I'm a career and life coach. So let me give you guys a little bit more information in general about myself and what I'm all about. And then I will jump into B School for those of you who might be interested in hearing a little bit about that. And so as I was saying, my name's Dr. Norma Reyes and I'm a life coach and I started my business. It's been about 6 months when I actually launched my first coaching program, my first pilot. I guess it's usually called like a beta, and it went pretty good for, launching it like 2 weeks and just going for it. So I guess I should rewind back a little bit more than that. So oh man, there's so much to say. So I'll try to keep it short and not to say too much extra stuff that's like not necessary. But so I had my baby in August and I had a lot of time to read, and he was a really good baby. And so I had a lot of time to read, and I would say I had a new spiritual awakening and reminder of what I feel is my purpose in life and something that just sparks my joy. And I just want to share it with the world. And that's career coaching. And I absolutely love it. I feel like so many people get stuck into jobs that they just hate, and then they feel like they just don't have another way out. And I just want to remind everybody that you can change it. Doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. You can go and do whatever it is that your heart passion does, whatever is in there, right? And so and that's what I did, right? That's exactly what I want to do for myself, and inspire other and motivate other people to do that. And so that was back in August when I started reading a bunch of books and everything. And then come October's when I took the leap to actually put myself out there. And so October 2019. And so I launched my first program, and it went pretty good for only having 2 weeks of doing this advertising. And then I kind of I guess I freaked out. I freaked out about whether do I want to do this? Do people really want to hear me talk about stuff in regards to their careers? And so then I kind of started taking a step back in November, because it was a 4-week program that I had launched, and I got good feedback for it. And so in December, I kind of just was well, I'm busy. It's December, blah, blah, blah. I made all these excuses. And so then January, I was trying to get myself going again, get in a better mindset, and really promoting my business. And it's hard to say that, my business, but it is my business. And in January, I became official, and I put in my whatever LLC thing, whatever that is. And, it's okay, I'm doing this. I'm all in. I encountered, some things where I was giving people, telling people is it you got to decide, is it a hobby or is it a business? And it's no, this is a business. And, what are we in? We're in March. And so mid-February, I came across B School, which is by Forleo. And she was, I don't know, I had a bunch of different advertisements that I came across, and I'm well, it really called to me. And I had seen other programs, and I'd been going back and forth, but I kept just wanting to do hers. And then Gabby Bernstein, who I've been following for a couple of months now since my husband introduced me to her, and she was doing some bonuses if you signed up with her and blah blah blah. And so I was okay, it piqued my interest even more. Plus, who doesn't love Gabby and all her extra stuff? And so I was well, I want to do this. Financially, we're doing okay, but budget's pretty tight. My husband's in school. He's going to be finishing soon, so we're only on my income with my full-time job. And so it was really kind of like, I was really on the fence about doing it. And then finally, I talked to him, right? So, I experience everything just like everybody else. I have my own fears, my own like, should I do this? Should I not do this? And so I went ahead and I talked to my husband, and my gosh, he supports me all the time, 100%. And I thank him. Even, he deals with me, and I can be really hard to deal with sometimes because, as much as I like to feel like I'm not always wanting to be in control or always right, I revert back to that. So I'm a work in progress too. Anyway, so he was completely like, yeah, let's do it. He didn't even have a single doubt, which I was so grateful that he didn't. And he was like, well, let's do it. If it doesn't work out, it's a learning lesson. And that's exactly what I always say to everyone, to my clients. If it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world, but if something's calling you to do something, follow that bread trail, that crumb trail, or whatever you want to call it. Follow it. It's, it's guiding you. Something's guiding you there. So anyway, I felt like, okay, this is it. I want to do this. And so I signed up for B School. It just started this past Monday. Today's Wednesday. And she had a bunch of different bonus programs in there. So Start Your Business Right. So I've been kind of working on that. And then the follow through, some other one, some other little program before it. And so I finished that one, and I started the other module, the Start Your Business Right, which I'm almost done with that one. And so Monday, she launched the B School program, Module 1, and I don't even know how many lessons are in it, but I think I'm in lesson 3, and I have to say that, I was like, yeah, I can do this, and I did it because I felt like it would give me a solid foundation on business. I do have my PhD, and it's in adult professional community education, and I have a master's in counseling, so I don't have a lot of business acumen, and I have been looking online and I have been reading, and so I feel like this the B School is going to be more towards like the marketing aspect that I need help with. And so back to lesson 3, and why I wanted to do this video is because I'm truly enjoying B School. I love all her videos. I've never met anybody, not that I met her. It feels like you meet her when you are watching all her stuff. I haven't ever really love someone the way I love Marie Forleo. It's really weird to say that I love somebody I haven't really met. I've never been like a starstruck kind of person, but there's something about her that draws me to her, and I love everything that she does. Anyway, and I've only been following her for like 2-3 weeks, so which is just crazy to be how inspiring she is, how much I love and aspire to be like her, not be her, but be like her. Anyway, so lesson 3 is, let me go look at this paper because that's what I wanted to share. Oh, it's ICA. So it's Ideal Customer Avatar. And so I was like, this is the hardest part for me because I'm like, well, who's my ideal client? And I'm working on that. So if you want to help me, you feel like you're my ideal client, reach out to me. And I'm actually very excited and proud of myself because that's the hardest part, I think, for any business, is to just figure out who your ideal client is, who's your niche. And without it, I feel like this is the foundation. This is exactly what I need to figure out now to be able to get any type of momentum. And I think I had that figured out in the beginning when I first decided to launch, and then I got all kinds of bombarded on what I wanted to do. So right now, I think, my ideal client is Latina. I'm Latina. is a professional woman who is looking to develop further in her career, or is at a crossroads, isn't sure if she wants to go in one direction or another direction, or a Latina who's a leader or aspiring to be a leader and just kind of feels like there's no guidance for her, there's no mentor for her that she can ask questions to. And so I feel like that's my ideal client, and there's more that I need to work on. I mean, it's 20-page lesson, and I'm really excited to do it, and also very, very scared, but I wanted to share this with everybody, just to share my journey on doing these lessons. It's an 8-week program, but with how many lessons there is, I'm pretty sure that I may not finish in the 8 weeks, just because it's really deep work. I mean, this is like setting the solid foundation to a business, and not having, and that's the thing, like, I don't feel like I'm behind. I feel like I'm right where I need to be. And anybody that's thinking of starting a business, you are right where you're supposed to be. Feeling lost, it's the beginning. I always say that too, to my clients, to friends, to other parents. We got to remember, like, when we're starting off something new, it takes a while. When we were born, we didn't come out walking, talking, and being able to eat on our own. It took time, and it took a lot of time. So how we treat a baby when they're learning, it's like, just keep trying. And so if you want to start your own business, if you are looking to that, my encouragement is just, like, remember, it's going to take time. It's going to feel overwhelming, but if you just keep going one thing at a time, you'll get there. And I honestly feel like, for me, like, this is fun. I love doing these videos. I love creating content that is encouraging and motivating and gets people to want to go towards whatever their heart passion is calling for them. And so I'll do another video once I get my ICA done, and I'll share that. So if you like this, leave me a comment below so I know to keep going on this vlog about my experience with B School. And looking forward to all the different things. Thanks for watching, guys.